Hello friends and welcome back to the Brockopp side. Today we got ourselves not only one, but two Blu-ray reviews of Captain America the Winter Soldier and Captain America Civil War, the super cool 4K Steelbooks. Yeah, so about a month or two ago, Best Buy released them in 4K with this sick-ass Steelbook, which is this one. And if you remember my video of that, if you actually watched it, I mentioned how it was kind of weird how they didn't release all three at once, or if they were going to, but then like a few weeks later they're like, yeah, we're gonna release these, so get them. So anyway, now we've got this nice uniform set of Captain America Trilogy Steelbooks, which are really cool. I like the design they were going for with this, kind of making it like using the main poster for them all. I think the cover art for these two is really cool. I think my favorite is the Civil War Steelbook. I think just this one just looks really nice, with the color and all that, but the Winter Soldier one is super cool. So if you turn them around to the back side, once again, like the first Avengers Steelbook, you got different renditions of Captain America's shield, really cool. So now if we just individually open them up, so then of course 4K disc, Blu-ray disc, cool insert like there usually be. So now if we just open up the Civil War Steelbook, so same thing, 4K disc, Blu-ray disc, insert artwork. Very nice. And of course, here's the digital download copy code. If you get it first, can have it. Enjoy yourself. And of course, here's the digital download copy code. If you get it first, can have it. Enjoy yourself, but hey, don't go telling your friends you got it for free, alright? So this is normally the part of the video where I stop and tell you my thoughts on the movies themselves, but we're gonna mix it up just a little bit and I'm gonna tell you about the image quality. So the image quality on these is fantastic. The 4K looks excellent. Now, disclaimer, I didn't rewatch both Captain America movies in 4K to get a full glimpse. I just kind of scrubbed through a few different key scenes, like the beginnings of them, the airport scene in Civil War, the freeway scene in Winter Soldier, things like that. And from what I've seen, they both look amazing. The color is just so much more vibrant. The blacks are so rich and deep. And I think probably Civil War looks the best compared to all three of them. Like I said, they both all look really good, but I think just because this one's a little bit newer than the other two, this one just looks inherently better. And as far as bonus content goes, there's nothing particularly new here. It's all the same stuff you've gotten from previous Blu-ray and DVD releases. So if you're looking for new bonus content, you'll probably be a bit disappointed, but let's be honest, if you bought these, you're here for the cool Steelbook and the 4K image quality. Don't lie to yourself, that's why we're all here. Okay, so now that we talked about the bonus content, now I'm going to give you my thoughts on these movies themselves, and there's actually kind of a decent reason for that, but we'll get to that in a minute. So anyway, just starting with Captain America the Winter Soldier, I just recently rewatched this a few days ago because, Endgame gonna comes out in a couple days, and I want to get hyped and rewatch all the MCU movies leading up to it, and I think this movie is still fantastic. It's probably one of the best MCU movies, if not the single best MCU movie. It's got more of a military, government conspiracy feel to it. It doesn't feel so much like a comic book movie. You get to see Steve Rogers trying to adjust the real world again, just seeing, what's it like for a man literally out of time to be in the modern day and just going through everything he's going through. And the action is just fantastic, the score is really nice, and it's just an overall great movie. So now that we've talked about Winter Soldier, let's talk about Civil War. So this movie came out in 2016, which I technically was running this channel by then because my first review was of Deadpool of that year, but I did not get around to reviewing Captain America Civil War at the time, due to some personal stuff and things like that, but actually, I actually did do a movie review of Captain America Civil War. It just wasn't for YouTube, because at the time of this, I was on my final semester of high school, and I was part of my, the school's video production program and stuff, and I wanted to do a movie review segment, because nobody had done that yet, and, starting up the channel, and I wanted to, just to try out some new stuff. So I did do a very short, brief review of this. So you know what? Since we're here and this is the only chance I'm ever going to get to talk about this movie for quite a while, I'll show you the whole thing. So there you go. Enjoy yourself.
Hey Pager, this is Cody signing in for Take 2. I'm here to give you my review of Captain America: Civil War. The film is about the Sokovia Accords, which will make the Avengers part of the US government. Captain America doesn't agree with it and says they should keep things the way they are, while Iron Man thinks they do need to be put in check and is all for the Accord. So, sides have to be taken, resulting in a civil war. So this movie has a lot to live up to, especially since Captain America: The Winter Soldier was arguably the best film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I like to show both sides of the situation so you don't feel like the film is biased and trying to make you feel like you should be either Team Cap or Team Iron Man. It kinda lets you decide whose team you're really on. One of the highlights of the film are Black Panther and Spider-Man. Both are portrayed very well here, and I look forward to seeing their solo films very soon. I have one minor issue, and it's that the villain Crossbones doesn't really have a purpose in the film. He's only there for the opening scene. But besides that, Civil War was fantastic. It gets an A. So those are my thoughts on Captain America: Civil War. I highly recommend checking it out. But I guess if you're already a Marvel fan, you're gonna go see it anyway, or you already have, so I basically just wasted my time. So, you know what, just stop listening to me, just go see the movie already, alright? Just go. Go!
It's amazing how things could change in 3 years, huh? So even though I already had all 3 of the Captain America movies on Blu-ray, it was really cool to be able to get them in 4K with these really cool uniform steelbooks. I'm really glad I actually was able to get these steelbooks as well because I didn't pre-order them, so both times these came out I had to go to Best Buy at first thing in the morning. I had to ask a worker and be like, yo, you got any more of the Civil War steelbook? And luckily they did. So once again, mark these words. If you don't pre-order, get there early. And on top of that, I could finally get rid of this crappy looking Blu-ray with this really weird and just uninteresting cover art. And then this one... Okay, actually I really like how this one looks. It's a 3D one, so I'll probably keep this one. But this copy, no, this one's going bye-bye. So, those are my thoughts on the Captain America: The Winter Soldier and Captain America: Civil War 4K Steelbooks. If you guys picked up these movies in 4K, or if you're gonna spend the rest of the day trying to figure out how to hold your bladder in for the 3-hour runtime Avengers Endgame tomorrow night, let me know what's down below, and we'll see you on the Brockopp side.